got Luffy ambition, king of the rappers.
What's going on, gang? It's Murado Music, 3-piece TCG, big TCG, and 2D. I'm back with that RP, Monkey D, Luffy, RP. I already said life at 3. Smash that like button, finger pop that subscribe, turn on the bell, and go down in the comments. Let me know, what are we doing right? What are we doing wrong? What would you be doing differently? Okay, now, couple things about today. Sun's out, guns out. Not really. My wife is just blasting me with the fucking heater, and I'm doing all I can to survive. Bear with me in the nudity. So the last list we had was this one. Okay, made sure I had that saved. All right, so you know, we had the Luffy, we had Zoro Joro, we had Gum Gum, you know, all these different things happening, right? So now I went ahead and updated it just a bit. And so what I was running is, instead of Ben Beckman's, I was running 3 Sanjis, the 7 cost rush Sanji. And I just feel like if you go back to my other video, you know, the literal last video before this, that 3 character sweep, if you will, against Doflamingo, I took him from 5 to 2 characters because of the Ben Beckman play, then swinging with Kid, and then swinging with Leader. 3 off the board. I feel like that kind of stability is crazy. I do like Sanji's rush. Let me go ahead and pull up the Sanji in question for those who don't know. I do like Sanji's rush ability and turning somebody sideways. However, him being a 7, I feel like I can get that same finishing quality off of my Luffy here. And what's more is, I feel like my Luffy's utility, Yuffie litility, it is lit, is pretty cool. Pretty cool. I mean, I just attached 2 Dawn on them, and they already can't be blocked. And they are an 11k swing. So in a world where I've had this established, this and this, I can swing, you know, whatever with the board, and, you know, butter him up and then throw out Luffy. There are times where, you know, I'm facing a board with what's his name, Blackbeard. I'll be playing against a Blackbeard, and, you know, I'll swing just 6 at him. They block with Blackbeard, and then I swing 11 at him. You know what I mean? Just little stuff like that. Nothing crazy. But anyhow, he's just another 11k swinger, like these guys can be. Well, this guy can actually be a 12. But anyhow, that's what I'm moving with now. I also put in the Rad Beam, and it's really cool to have something extra that you can, you know, this card used to be banned and then limited to 1, and then, you know what I mean? So I still feel like this card has a place. Also, we're running It's to Die For, the Mekos, the Bukaki, you know, ramp. They'll do anything to ramp. And the reason being is that Zoro Joro can be popped, and had been getting popped a little more just often than I cared for. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, Zoro Joro being a 3, when Eni's lobby was taken out, initially it was like, okay, will they, won't they? Probably won't. Nah, he's getting popped fairly often by just about everything, and or returned to your hand by Doflamingo. And I've noticed that when I do ramp, the Doflamingo matchup is so much different than when I don't get a chance to. So this solidifies it. And then also, when I'm going against Purple Luffy, and on their, you know, they get to go first or whatever the hell, and they're able to cheat out their Zoro Joro with their, you know, leader ability. Guess what? Now they have a 6k leader, or excuse me, character. And then I'm playing this out, and I'm ramping 2 Dawn. So if I was going second, you know, I go from 4 to 6, then I go 8, and then 9, and I can play this out. I can start playing this, setting up for this. We're big city hooping. So I still haven't put Luffy back in, and I know I was talking to my guy. Man, I have him pulled up right here. That's how fast I can find him. Anyways, I was talking to a subscriber, and Odin Boyle, and Odin Boyle was talking about, like, how, you know, if they had dropped their 10 drop Luffy, they would have totally won the game. And yes, I do agree that Big Loof does absolutely have a spot in this deck, and it might be this one. But right now, I just want to show you guys where I've been working, what I've been working with. And this again is a little different because I was running the Sanji instead of this, but I want to run this for today, and we'll get into some trouble, see what we can do about it, and then I will, you know, be here for the feedback. So anyways, Brooke is still here, and maybe Brooke will show up today. Maybe Brooke will show up today. But we love the consistency in this. We love going second. We love playing this out, you know, ramping up, and then getting this out there, getting this out there, or getting this out there and getting this out there. And then we kind of just like control the board, and it is a little more patient. Having Luffy out here does make it a little more rush oriented versus if I had Yasop. That just is a whole pit stop to make me 7K. Also, you would think that putting 4 bricks in the deck would be like a death sentence. You know, 6 more, and it's not, only because we get to the late game with Queen or Gum Gum Gatling, or you know, these you know, Gum Gum Giant, we start getting rid of our cards. We start filtering out cards. We need cards to get rid of, so it kind of works itself out. Anyhow, let's get into these MFing games. All right, gang, so we're right in it. Immediately we find ourselves a Doferston. I'm going second. That's a good ramp. That's a ramp into a useless kid. I'm gonna go ahead and keep. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna keep. I do draw a card. There we go. I get to draw a card. I might even. So if this works itself out and they get what they want, I'll play It's to Die For It, and I'll go up to Dawn and keep this in my hand. So it might still happen. It's not over yet. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Okay. So far, everything's going exactly the way they want it to go. You play it against Dofi, and you know. Okay. What do we got? Give me a 6K. 4. Okay, so no 6K. I'm going to go ahead and block this. I don't need to take that first hit. Okay. So where I'm at now, I could use this to ramp and hold on to this for counter. And I think I'll do that because I don't, well, I could play out a body as well. I think I'll go ahead and just play out a body. We're going to play out a body. And I'm going to swing 7 there. And I'm more than likely going to get rid of this Jinbei since they only have 3 cards in hand. And with a Bond Clay, the reason why I'm putting that Bond Clay out there is because either A, they bounce it back to my hand and I get a counter, or B, it stays out there, and then I'm able to use this Captain Kidd, and I'm able to mimic and swing and just continue to harass. Okay, so they play that out. I'll go ahead and take this one, see what we get. Okay. And I'm almost thinking about taking that one as well. I will actually. Okay, cool. That's who we wanted with this search, so I can go ahead and get rid of it now. We already have a Gum Gum. We already have a Gatling. We're on par. We're ready to kind of hoop. Okay, so I'm going to play this out. Use card action, make him a 7, and I am going to first swing here and copy. And I don't know, they might let it go, but we want to get rid of this one first. They give me a 2K for it. That's crazy sauce. So now I'm going to go ahead and do this, and they've got 2 threats. We've got the counter, and next turn we will be at 9. So we'll be able to either play another useless Captain Kidd or a Monkey D. Luffy and draw a card. While I do have the Dawn or the cards to do so, I'm a little hesitant to do that. So they're going to be able to swing 9 next, and that's okay because we're going to Gatling into that. So I don't want to take 0. I don't want to go down to 0 no matter what. So they play out this one. I've been seeing people play this card. I don't know if this is because they're wanting to get ready for the possible law restriction and or ban, but yeah. What do we got going on? And guys, bear with me. You know, I am used to like popping these games off for you guys because I usually do, you know, the 1.5 and shit. I'm going to go ahead and just block that out, and then I imagine they swing big with 1. They might swing 2. They might swing twice with, you know, 7 and 7. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, I'm gonna let that go. And we're not really worried about this card. I would like to swing at it, get rid of it. However, if I do, I mean, I'd rather get rid of these 5s. I'd rather get rid of their other attackers, essentially. So they got 2 options. They can swing with both cards and chip away at me, which is cool. But what will ultimately happen is then I will be able to... Oh, are we using this? I see. Then I'll be able to swing back at both of these. And they're going into... Okay. Okay, so that's a play. That is a play. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to waste this right here because I really don't want to go down to 0. Yeah, I really don't want to go down to 0. That sucks. Okay, so the deck is already kind of failing me. 2 Gum Gum Giants, though. Yeah, we rocking that. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to do this. And I am going to swing here and see what happens. Okay. Swing here. I'm at 8 now. I go down to 7. And then I would come back to 9. I go down to 7 and I use one of these. I think I'm going to just swing with this and not worry about no card action. No card action? Yeah, no card action. Because I don't want to go all the way back to 0. Or, you know, lose all my Don. Okay, so they're setting things up. Yeah, so next turn I would be at 8, and then I would go to 9, and I would be able to play anything in my deck with the exception of Shanks. So perfect world, I would have showed up with Shanks here now. Okay, so they're gonna have 5 plus 6 is 11, and I'm comfortable with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that. And now if they want to go ahead and swing big here, then I'll go ahead and Gum Gum, get rid of this, and then next turn I'll drop this and pop this, and then, you know what I mean, keep it moving. So we know they're in a top deck situation where they're looking for their como se dice? They're looking for their perfume femur. Guys, this is a warning for me. Okay, so I've got to unfortunately use that. Trash here. Give me some more cards. Those are great cards to see in this situation. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this real quick, and I'm gonna play this out. I'm gonna pop here, and now we're gonna swing here. We're gonna use card action, and we're in survival mode at this point. So I am not concerned with how much Dawn I have left at this point. So I'm gonna go ahead and swing. And I'm going to use Leader's ability just to make me that much heavier to swing at. And so unfortunately we've stabilized, but we stabilized a little late. We're going to have to see how this works out for us. It looks like they're just going to go for 15. And that's fortunate for us because we're going to be able to do this. Boom, boom. Let's get rid of Bond Clay. We're at 12. And then I can just do 16 here. Yeah, I'll just do 16. Call it a day. There's no reason to lose all the cards in my hand. Okay, so now we're not at a place where we can do that anymore. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5. We can play, they're at 10 Dawn, so I can play this out for 3 and I can search. So I think I'm gonna search, and that's a good find. Yeah, that's a good find because they either have the perfume femur or they don't. Now we play this out. And now we're going to go ahead and just swing bada bada bada, swing bada. Okay, so we're going to do here. And then we swing here, use card action. I'm going to be using all the card actions on this one because I need some. Okay. And then we can't use our ability. I can give him 9. And regardless, if he either kills me this turn or I win. That's how it's set up. So it would have been great to... And we're so far out of reach for them. I like that. I like that we're so out of their reach. So they're going for that. And then the next they could do would be 6 plus 6 is 12. Yeah, 6 plus 6 is 12. Give me a second. 6 plus 6 is 12. This makes me 11. And that makes me 13. So I'm going to actually go ahead and block here. And then hopefully they swing big here. I think that would be the best thing for them to do. Okay, so they're choosing to do that. And then Crocodilio is going to swing 8, which I think that's the mistake. But either way, we had it. Oh, wait. Cancel. We just give him that. Yeah. And that's the fucking game, dog. Just like that. Yo. I'm over here like, I got a set amount of time to make this video. And things were going swimmingly for them. They did have their Trafalgar Law in this thing. So, do they have more? Yeah. So they're not running a restricted list or anything. That's just their flavor. So what you got to see there is a lot of patience, a lot of nerves of steel, and a lot of just knowing what I have to do in a matchup. And that's what happened. You know, you got to know when to search. You got to know what you're doing and why you're doing it and when you're doing it. And again, I feel like Ben Beckman showed up for us there in a place where I'm not sure that Sanji would have, because we were already in a lower Dawn position. And so we needed somebody to just not even KO. We needed somebody to trash a 6K body and establish itself. Sanji would have had to turn somebody sideways, minus a Dawn, then he can attack. And while they didn't have as many cards at that time, that also opens up Sanji to attack. So, anyways, let's get it. Let's go. We are facing off against Shank Daddy. And Shanks has been doing good. Shanks has been doing very consistent. In the East, I feel like Shanks had a much better debut than in the West. But also in the East, you know, Blackbeard's doing, you know, numbers. And over here, not so much. So they chose second. We'd be going first. I got ramp on ramp. This could search out my whatchamacallit, which kind of bothers me. But we'll go ahead and rock with it. Let's see. 3 Shanks, please. Okay, we got this. I'm going to go ahead and take this. And I'm going to hit him with it. Yeah, I'm going to take that and I'm going to hit him with it. I was kind of hoping to find this or this again. You know, another one of these. So here, I'm going to go ahead and ramp 1 active. And then I'm going to swing 7 at him. And if they use this to pop this, by all means. Okay, I was going to say, sometimes they'll do that. It happens a lot more when I'm playing with Black Purple Luffy and I have my Zoro established. They will pop that Zoro. Okay, so here I'm going to actually have to take, unfortunately. Okay, so they got that. We're going to want to get rid of that with this eventually. Okay, so here's where I go ahead and swing at him twice. Once with my leader. And then once here for 7. And I've been hearing that like Shanks doesn't do well under pressure. One of the reasons why it doesn't perform well against Doflamingo. So we're about to figure out just how much of that is true. Okay, so he didn't use his leader ability, and he didn't minus, and he knows that this is coming. So we're doing this, and they are on evens. So next turn they will be at 6. They can't get rid of this. When they're on 7s, it's a little more. It does put them off a turn for their Shanks, but it's a little more threatening because you know that Beckman's gonna come and it's gonna almost destroy anything you could have played the turn before. Okay, so what are we doing here? Is he trying to attack my board? Hongo Jerry's out this bitch. This is really tough to play around at times. I think I will give them this. There's no reason to go down to 1 life yet. Okay. 6,000 power or less. Awesome. So watch what we do though. So we're going to use this. And again, this is more important to me right now. Get rid of that. And now we get to swing 7 twice. Should we swing 7 twice? Yeah, I don't mind if they put me to 1 after this. The most they can do next is they can turn this sideways, and they could, they could do some things with Homeboy. With their Rayleigh, Swayley, should they have them. Now, we know they got the counter for this. I possibly should have just kept 1 up. And, yeah, I think I should have just kept 1 up would have been the move. But now there's definitely a world where they swing at me and they get rid of him as well. Let's see. So what are they gonna do for 7? Okay, so they're trying to Ben Beckman me, and I don't want to lose both people because they're gonna turn this sideways, and then they can Ben Beckman my Beckman, and then I'll be pissed. So what I did was I saved them. That way we have somebody up. So now they can play Beckman, and they can get rid of him. But if they turn this sideways to get rid of them, then this swings into that. I swing in the face, or I can put a Dawn here and swing into that. Just different things I can do. So just like I said, they wind up doing that, and they leave Hongo Jerry up. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and play this out. We're going to ramp afterwards. Yeah. So I'm going to swing 7 in the face. And doing this was a poor, I always do this online for some reason and not in real life. In real life, I would have swung with this first, thought about my life, maybe swung again, you know what I mean? That kind of jazz. But anyways, so now we're going to swing again. And if they take this, which I doubt, they're going to be in a position because I don't need to activate blockers. You know what I'm saying? But so I don't care if they have Goldie Roger. So now if they play whatever they play out, I've got 3 and 7, 8. I got 8K to protect. Okay, so they do that, and they might just be cooked because you would have needed to have a blocker established. If they have that Croquet, I forget her name. They go ahead and yeah, that was all she wrote. So what happened there is they're at 10, but they would have needed to establish a blocker. They got rid of both of their blockers. Yeah, this was a poor choice in my opinion. This was a poor choice, seeing how the game was going, to have gotten rid of both blockers. I feel like that turn, if they had blockered upted, well, they did just play this, so they would have had a blocker and this, and they could have swung with that and done something. That would have probably been a better play route. But even if they played 2 blockers, I was going to hit hard twice, and we would see what happened. But it is what it is. Go to the next one. Look around, coughing them cars in the gin. See, I sound like your favorites till I go deeper. The soul so reaver, feeling cold, but told I'm hot and got no fever. The character OP couldn't be cheaper. You gon' lose anyways. Choose either, man. I used to lag, now them greenbacks keep coming back and trying to be a dad. Okay, so this deck does struggle against Malak, but let's see how it does against the purple and black. So the thing is that the difference is a lot of the black leaders that we have, you know, that we face off against. One of the inherent dangers and obstacles is that they're a 5 life leader. So for a big stick that likes to bust people up, going up against a 5 life leader is a lot tougher than a 4 life. So, you know, if Lucci was a 4 life leader, yo, you know, the game might be different. If this guy started playing us, the game might begin. I will give him 5 more seconds of my time. And we are out. Okay, all right, here we are. We are going up against Malak Yellow Luffy, and I think I'll go second. I'll try second this time. I'm always going first. Yeah, I'll keep this. I like that. This will ramp me into this, draw me a card, and yes, they will be able to play their power up Luffy on curve, but they're gonna have to do that, and they're gonna have to know that I'm starving them, because for me, I'm gonna starve them out anyways, and getting to this is really nice. But we want to get to our 9-drop Luffy. That's where we want to be. Okay, so they drew the Rocket Luffy. That's not the Luffy we're concerned about. Because I'm content to not play anything until the bigs. And I might even play this to get me to this instead of this. And yeah, and if he doesn't use his Luffy to trash, then we're really hooping. So they're doing something that I think is, this might just be a new player, and I might have to not play this game. Yeah, I will take this one, believe it or not. And then what I'm going to do here is, well, I'll get cards out of their hand. I'll ramp, and I'll get cards out of their hand. Normally, I would just swing Big City at it, but now I'm going to get 2 cards out of their hand because they want to keep whatever that is. Oh, I guess not. Yeah, that was whack. That wasn't a good play in my opinion. Normally I wouldn't attack. Okay, so we got Luffy. He doesn't power up. Okay, so this is going to turn into a what not to do against me game, and it's still educational, right? So we're playing this. Boom, that's popped. Now I'm going to still pass it without attacking, because I want them to have to use all their 2Ks to get rid of this, because the more 2Ks that wind up in this trash are the less, you know, the less likely they'll be able to survive when I start swinging 9s and 10s at them, or 10s and 12s, I should say. So we got a good body established, and I can also establish another body out here in these streets. I can go ahead and just block that. We're going from 9 to 10. I'm going to establish. They don't get rid of 10s. They don't get rid of 10s. Unless they got something cray-cray. What I think I will still do, though, is... yeah, I'll go ahead and establish this. We like to have this established. And I'll go ahead and search. And definitely grab... so look at the search, and the search tells you that after this, you will only have the possibility of seeing 1 more Gum Gum Giant. After this, 1 more Gum Gum... you got 1 more Gum Gum Giant in your deck. So do with that knowledge what you will. That's how you got to read searches. And that's why if I see a deck, or if I see a draw, 5-card, you know, draw, and I'll see like, you know, 1 of this card, but 2 of this card, or whatever the case, I'll go ahead and take the one I see 2 of, because I know that I'm not going to see them for the rest of the game. So that's something you want to do. Now, just like we're saying, now they're having the turbo down their own life. They've just given up 2 2Ks. Whatever's on top of there is going to be gone. Like, I don't understand what that's going to be either. We're not roasting people. We're just showing people, hey, yo, this is what you do not do. Okay, so I don't have a need for this card in this matchup. I'm really trying to show Brook off to you guys, and if I find a Bonnie, I will be playing said Bonnie. you know, I can just go ahead and, you know, block that out as well. I'm gonna swing here, and if they give me a counter for that, then I will concede this game. Okay, we're not absolutely crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and play this out now, and I don't mind swinging here because it's going to give me one Dawn active, and they do take back the card they just stacked, and I will go ahead and pass at this. So now we've got Gum Gum Giant active, Rad Beam active. They're not going to swing into this. I'll give them Rad Beam before I let this go. And I think on their next, whatever they do next, because at 2, they should know that it's time to, you know, awaken. With a, I don't want to, with a name like Innie's Lobby, I thought, oh, okay, like, they know some cards, they know some lore, they know cards that got banned, you know, like, I'm sorry, gang. They're still playing good, you know, everybody's in their own place, and everybody's developing at their own rate, and, you know, I have a full-time job, but I also have time to play this game, you know what I mean? I have it on my phone, you know, so you're gonna have people at different levels, and the important thing for our community and any community, just human beings, is to make people, you know, give people a place to develop and learn and ask questions. There's no dumb questions, right? We're all trying to have fun playing a game. So my comments on their performance is coming from a place of, I hope that my viewers are still happy with it. But like, hey, yo, if y'all ain't happy with this shit, I don't know what to fucking tell you, man. Okay, so I can go to 12, 14, 16. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Now they are seeing the value in this card here. So now I'm gonna actually just go ahead and swing for game. They play that out. 3 Gum Gum Giants. Holy moly. All right, so I'll swing 9 here. We've got 4 swings, so I'm going to swing 9 here first. That way I can attach the 9 here and then get rid of one of their Dawn to power me up. And I might even be swinging with Nami. Maybe I should have swung with Nami first, who knows. But they're going to have to do something. We're not trying to spend all the Dawn. Okay, so I can swing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll swing 7 with Nami. That was a poor, going 9 first was very poor on my, poor decision on my part. I'm definitely, like, literally doing it backwards. That was very poor on my part. So now I'm going to go ahead and swing here. And we'll have a 7K leader. And they're really... Okay, so what they're worried about is this here. So I'm going to go ahead and just give them 2. Because I don't mind if I lose somebody at this point. And I can gain 1, right? So now I'm at 9. So we saw all of our Gum Gum Giants. That's crazy. And they know what's coming after that. So swinging with him for the first damn time. Yeah, the whole deck goes in their hand. Oh my god! They saw all 4 geckos? Holy shnikes. Well, I'll be there. You know, you're always gonna learn something from every game. And this is dying on your seatbelt. The person or the game. Dying on your seatbelt, the game. Because they had every reason to play Gecko. They had every reason to play Gecko last turn instead of swinging at this. What they should have done was they should have played out a Gecko. They could have got rid of something. Hell, a Gecko since you got 4 of them. Established 2 blockers and then swung 11 here. I would have blocked out of it easily, of course, but yeah, that was We're just having a silly, goofy time, guys. I'm just trying to show y'all the consistency of this deck. Okay, so we wanted to see a rematch after that one, and I agree. Okay, so let's go ahead and I like it. I like it because I got this to take me to this, and this to protect me, and this is my big, and, you know, I'll go ahead and do that. Taking second from them, again, same thing as last time, where it's like, I don't know how we feel about it, because they get to play their Luffy. It looks like they are, this is going to be a different game for sure. This is going to be, the last game is going to be the reason I lose this game, because I'm kind of like super chill after that last performance. Okay, man, they are turboing it down, and they're gonna get the info here to see what they can and can't do. So this could tell them, yo, you got a gecko here, and you got whatever here. It could tell them they got a fucking ace, which is nuts, and they can attack me twice, which is awesome. Awesome sauce. And I will go ahead and take this one. Ooh. 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 I hate to give them both. I'll go ahead and take. I'm crazy for that. I'm crazy for that. So the only way that this works out for us now is that I'm going to play this out, right? And then I'm going to have one, and I'm going to swing into here. And the only good thing about any of this is that you got to give me a card to save this card. I wouldn't do it. No, I would do it, because then I'm going to try and two-shot me. But you're not going to two-shot me. You should know better than that. They're thinking about it. They are thinking about it. They let them go. Okay. So, maybe that has got to do something with what's here. They got to know what's here already. So that was a very, what the hell. Now they're doing Hiyori. Okay, so we can expect another, I'd say an 8K swing with a leader. Another ace. Okay. Okay. We got 2K, and then we got a little something here. And we're going to be going to 7 next turn. So, yeah, not happy. Not happy. So we're going to give him that. And I'm not going down to 1 life or 0 life. That's crazy. No matter what. So 6, 7, or 8, 9. Yeah. Not doing that. And then you're going to use leader's ability, right? Aren't you going to use leader's ability? Because I'm going to do that. And you got to give me a card. What is going on today? You have to give me a card, okay? So the most you can do, you already have 3 2Ks out here. You go to 9, 11, 13, 15. 7 plus 6 is 13. So I'm gonna attach all Dawn and swing for the game. Yeah. Guys, we're gonna let the black yellow Luffy players chill for a second. They're gonna chill. They're gonna convene. They're gonna figure their game out. And the next time somebody asks me in the comments about why I don't play live, or, you know what I mean, make videos like this as much anymore, it's because of this. It's because of this. It's because this and my rank doesn't work on PC. Go figure that out for me. And I you know, and then ranking, oh my god, it takes fucking forever, and I don't get to like showcase any kind of matches. So yeah, anyways, this is why everybody's doing great. I'm not hating on nobody, but that was crazy. That was crazy. Okay, last one, and we're dipping after this. Okay, so they chose to go second. This is a good hand. If I was They chose to go second. That's crazy. This is a good hand if I had Zoro Joro, but I don't. That's a better hand. This is a really good hand now. Oh, this is getting really good for us now. Oh, Barbara. Betsy Wetsy. So I'm going to have this next turn swing 7. I'm going to play this next turn swing 7 and 7. Then the turn after that, I'm going to play that. And it's just going to be boom, 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 boom on that ass. Okay, so they have nothing to play there. It's not the best for them. If they give me a Gum Gum Giant, I was going to say, yo, stranger things have happened. Okay, so next we'll be at 6, and we'll be able to swing 6 and 7. I'm sorry, not 7 and 7, 6 and 7. I could also establish Brook, though. I could also establish Brook, and that would really mess up whatever they want to swing at me with. So that's something to think about. This is an opportunity to kind of showcase Brook a bit. But after this, I'm gonna rush down because I know how much Purple Luffy hates rush. I'm gonna do this because I have counter to protect him, and now it's gonna be you're gonna have to give me cards because I'm gonna make it that much tougher for you to take a life, right? So you're giving me cards or you're giving me life. Okay, so now when they want to do their Luffy Taro play, they're gonna be at 2 life. And next turn, I'm going to be... No, see, that's why we're doing that. Yeah, now you can't swing into anything. You can't swing into anything anymore unless you violate your Luffy Taro play, in which case, I'm okay with that. So now I'm going to swing 3 more times next round. And I'm probably just flat out... We do Sanji. So they're not... It's not looking good for our combatants. Yeah, I think I'll give him this one because I'm not going to establish a blocker anytime soon. Yeah. Okay. So now, okay. The only way I would have broke my trend was if I had a Kid out there, but I'm going to do this turn optional. Again, I'm violating my principles and playing cards before I just continue to do that. Whatever. 8 into 10. Shanks will be coming out next turn. So you got to give me 2Ks, 2Ks, 2Ks. How do they got so many damn ass cards, dude? God bless. Okay. Maybe I want to control the board now. Maybe I want to control the board now. Yeah, let's control. Let's see what they give. Let's see if they give me 3 cards. There we go. They've been giving me 2Ks, so I was like, 1, 2, 3. They gave me 3 2Ks. I was like, what are the odds? So now when they drop their next one, it's going to be into shark-infested waters. They can attack me twice and still play their Luffy Taro. They're going to play out Big Mom. Okay. I don't know if Big Mom's going to do what they want it to do because I'm going to swing Big Mom. Very interesting. I am also I'm also tempted to play out Nami, and because they don't have anything like, so basically not play out Shanks, play out Nami, and then swing Big twice. Let's see what this does. Yeah, let's see what that does. Okay. If I can draw into a Luffy, this Luffy, then I'm big city hooping. If I don't, they can swing. They'd be at 8. So they could pile up and they could swing. I mean, they can swing 18. And they would take care of one of them. But 2, 4, 5. This could go to 15. And this could go to 17. So they could get rid of Shanks the same turn I play him. That's my issue with playing Shanks. But they would have to get rid of him first. And not develop. That means they wouldn't develop. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm actually going to go ahead and play Shanks. I'm going to play Shanks. and I'm gonna swing this first just to get cards out of their hand. I'll swing here because I know I'm not gonna beat them this turn. There's no way. So I'm gonna just get cards out of their hand or give me this card. And sometimes we give them that decision to we give them that rope to hang out with themselves. I don't know why I was gonna say it. And I was like, I don't think you can say that. I don't know if you can say that anymore. Hang themselves. Anyways, what are we thinking? What are we thinking? You gonna give me another 2K? That's fine. You give me a 2K, you keep them alive, and then I swing 12 here, and you take that hit, and then you can get rid of one of these, but probably not both of these. And then after that, I play out Nami, I grab another big Luffy, and that's that. So I think this was the right play. My man is having a conniption about it. The straw on my Luffy hat does not go that long, and my Luffy hat is not that long. Yo, what's up, man? Telling you guys, life is different when you're outside of 1.5. Life is different outside of 1.5. Here we go. There we go. All right, and I'm not gonna swing into him again. Sorry, I don't care if you get 2 attacks. Yeah, okay. So what sucks is we didn't have, maybe the Brook was the play instead of the Luffy, because that would have helped that out. Are they going for game? That'd be amazing. Wait, we can't add an active Dawn. Okay. Which is cool, though, because now we got this, and you're not going to put any... So this game's over. The game is over. The game is mine. The game is mine. The game is mine. They don't even swing. They don't even... Oh, because they need that. Okay. Well, how unfortunate. I'm going to swing 10. No doubt get a Gum Gum Giant for my troubles. And I'm not worried anymore about any of this because it's turned into a me just swinging at them. Yeah. Yeah. You still got to give me a card. 2 cards. 2 cards. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and play this out. There we go. If they ever want to, just remember, guys, if your opponent ever wants to forfeit, they can forfeit at any point in time. Doesn't mean you have to begin to do the wrong thing. I am going to swing 12 and see what that does because I know that they don't have all 2Ks. Yeah, they go ahead and, like I said, you can concede at any time. Don't. In tournament and online or whatever, get in the habit of always doing your correct line of play. Don't let nobody, if you're playing Black Yellow Luffy, don't let nobody tell you, oh my God, he's going to do another Gecko, just finish me. Dog, then just concede. Then concede, then quit the game. Quit the game. Because what you're not going to do, what I hope you guys don't do, is get in a bad habit of reading plays or that aren't there. Believing that you have a win condition that isn't there and you're socially influenced to finish the game quick. So then you swing with 15 and this motherfucker had 16K in counter and now you're losing when you otherwise could have made the game go 1 turn longer, 2 turns longer, and you would have clutched the victory out no matter what. So anyways, that's what that was about. That's what the searcher was about. Because I could have swung 12. If he had it, I might have just swung, what is this? 15 at him. I might have just swung 15 because 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, I would have done the math and just swung 15 and finished the game. But if I didn't, oh, actually, no, that wouldn't have. These will all have to be 2Ks, obviously. But anyways, or I could have just played this out, searched another card. I would have got another Shanks, unfortunately, and that would have been that. Anyhow. You've seen the deck, you've seen the consistency, how it's working out. Let's take it over to the gist of the list. There you have it, gang. Just the list. The gist of the list. And you got to see how things are working out and how I'm seeing things from my point of view. I cannot hold you guys out at all. Brook is literally just turning into a counter in my hand almost every time. I mean, I am going off of this one time that I played against Dofi, and I was able to minus 2 cards by 2K, and I was just able to just do exactly what you see he's doing in this card, just hack and slash Dynasty Warriors 2 that ass. And yeah, it just ain't happening. It just ain't happening. It's almost never showing up. And the only time it did, I would have rather played Monkey D. Luffy Rush just to keep hitting him. And then he winds up back in my life. So I'm like, cool, give me a life. You know what I mean? So right now, believe it or not, if I had to make room for anything, I can put just 2Ks in this bitch. I could just put 3 more Francinoskes and have 2Ks. You know what I mean? Or maybe 3 Sanjis, because we like having that rush. I'm not sure. Let me see. What are our rush options? I know we got a lot of red rush options. Don has, if your opponent has 5 or more cards on their field, this character gains rush until the end of the turn. I mean, that's pretty badass. Not searchable, but that's pretty badass. That's equally, and it's searchable, and it's a 1K. This has no counter. If this would be the goated card in every red deck if it didn't have that stipulation for Redbeard or Whitebeard pirates. Maybe in the future, probably not. No, definitely. I'm not getting rid of a card that has a cost of 5. That's crazy. When attacking, give your leader up to one of your characters 1 Rest of Dawn card. Holy Toledo. I think that is the new this. But yeah, I don't know. I like this utility. This will always be the GOAT finisher. Yeah, this is only yeah, there's really no, we could play this out. We could play this. But I think that we could play a couple of these. I've seen these in people's dicks. But we do like the counter. So what we're finding is we do like that counter, that spotted counter. So perhaps we switch him out with Sanji, see how that works. Keep Luffy at that spot. And, you know, or we get rid of 2 of these and make... No, I think we need the counter. We could always go up on Gum Gum Jet Gatlings, and that would really help mitigate and make us real sticky. You know, so we'll see. Definitely comment down below what you think of this list. I think it's crazy that I'm running 2 Monkey D. Luffys, 3 Brooks, but Monkey D. Luffy comes up just about... He's played just about every game. You know what I'm saying? So I think I like this spot. I was doing 2 Luffys and 3 Sanjis, and the other list was, I think, 3 Beckmans and 2 Yasops, or 3 and 3, or 2 and 3. But I think I like this mix right here because this is popping and this is rushing, and we're having a grand old time. I think Shanks at 3 is still good. I do like to see them, and they do help me close out games when used with Eustace Kid. So I'm not saying Brook is a bad idea, you know, but I don't know, man. It's just not, it's never coming up. But damn, in that Jewelry Bonnie game, I wish I had recorded. I shut that shit down. I wish y'all could have seen that. So, but I've also, the game I showed y'all last episode, I beat him without that, you know, just fucking big Luffy style. So maybe up this to 4. I don't know. But anyhow, that's the list as of right now. And comment down below what you think. Remember to smash that like button, finger pop that subscribe, turn on the bell, go down in them comments, let me know what am I doing right, what am I doing wrong, what would you be doing differently. And guys, I will see you on the next one. And on Friday I'll be going live, maybe 6 my time. I'm in Houston, so maybe 6 my time. And you know, maybe that's fucking, maybe that works for everybody, maybe that doesn't. I'll be on live for a few hours. I'll probably bust some of these boxes open. Yeah, I got more boxes to open, so we'll do that. I don't know how many people from my locals will be able to show up because there's a Dragon Ball Z tournament, and you know, Fusion World is booming. So anyhow, I will see you guys in the next one. It's been Murado Music with 3-piece TCG, big TCG, and guys, we're cooking with this Monkey D. Luffy. So I got nothing to say.
Flows like a faucet, swag dripping like a faucet. Dooney fixing, got Luffy ambition, king of the rappers. rappers the mission. I see they got the lights, camera, but no action. They actually fiction.